Mindfulness meditation is probably one of the most important things you can learn how to do in your life. Here's why. Mindfulness meditation is all about training your mind to be in the moment. Pay attention to what's going on around you as you're watching this video. Maybe you're watching this on the bus on your way to work or school. You see cars passing by in your peripheral vision, hear them honking aggressively at each other. So many things are happening around you in your conscious waking life, yet most of the time, the present moment goes unnoticed. Well, what are you doing instead? You're probably thinking about what you're gonna do later, or worried about how late you're gonna be to your meeting. Or you're lost in the past, thinking about how mean your friend was, or how you shouldn't have said that thing you said. The problem is, there seems to be no alternative to the constant chatter in our heads. After all, we are wired to think. But contrary to what people might think, the goal of mindfulness isn't to stop your thoughts. It's to change how you identify with them. The thoughts will still arise, but instead of being constantly and helplessly lost in them, you can observe them and everything else in consciousness from a place of non-judgment. The best part is that you don't have to train for that long to get this superpower. I started doing mindfulness about a year ago using this app called Waking Up by Sam Harris. I started off by doing 75 days straight for about 10 minutes a day, but then I started doing it less frequently out of laziness. But in the past year of minimal practice, I've learned more about my mind than I have in my previous 23 years combined. I've noticed many benefits, but two of them really stick out. The first is the ability to let an emotion go almost instantly. Imagine that. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and instead of being angry for the next half hour, you let it go within half a second. This is what used to happen to me. Hey, what the heck? Why did he do that? Don't these people have common courtesy? It's so annoying. And it's raining outside, and I have to do this presentation at work, and now I'm gonna be annoyed while I'm doing it. And the thoughts keep spiraling. You know how it goes. Now the situation tends to go like this. Hey, what the heck? Why did he do that? Oh yeah, I can use mindfulness. I feel the surge of annoyance rise and then subside. I listen to the sound of the raindrops hitting my car. They sound so crisp and clear. I listen to the next thought. And that's it. For those few moments, I can notice things clearly. Then I drift back into thought again. But I'm not thinking about the guy who cut me off anymore. The second benefit is being able to pay better attention to things that are important to me. When's the last time you gave someone your full and undivided attention? Before I started mindfulness, I would constantly drift into thought when spending time with loved ones, worried about something that was going to happen later, or following a train of thought that was triggered by something they said. Mindfulness has allowed me to catch myself in thought and return my attention back to what they are saying. I'm able to better engage with the people in my life now. In my opinion, one of the most meaningful benefits of mindfulness manifests when you combine those skills together. Let's say you're having a nice conversation with your father. You're really engaged in it because you can catch yourself when you start getting lost in thought. Then he says something that really annoys you. Normally, this would be the start of an argument that screws up your time together. Instead, you pay attention to the arising anger and the associated thoughts, and watch them fade away. Most of the time, you don't even remember the thing that caused the argument. There's no reason that the conversation with your father can't be as good as it was 10 seconds ago. You really don't know how much time you'll have with the people you love. So why not learn the tools to be able to cherish the time you do have with them? These skills may seem a bit out of reach at the moment, but when you do learn them, they will become completely invaluable. I wouldn't say I've perfected them by any means. By all accounts, I'm still a novice, but that's the great thing about it. You can get the benefits of mindfulness shortly after starting. Just try it for a month and you'll start to see a difference. And if you don't, that's okay. Just keep trying. You'll get it eventually. Mindfulness is about exploring the subjective nature of your mind. So it's no surprise that doing this can benefit you in so many ways. After all, your mind is everything.